Let's go on a scavenger hunt. I'm going to make 4 to 5 videos. I'll let you know on the last one. I'm trying to combine shapes with space. So we'll see what I do. We're starting with the one on lines. So this is your lines video. This is to help you write the observation portion of your photo analysis. I'm sorry, I was distracted by something. So after you finish your photograph or photographer and photograph section, that's one, and you do your context/location, that's two. Now you're ready to go on to your observations. And I will tell you, this is the bulk. This is most of what you're going to be graded on. So you want to do it well. And I'm going to show you how you would do this. Okay, we start with lines. You see, I ran out of space for a lot of this, but you notice where I put squares? See, actually, in reality, let me go back up. A person can be a line if that person's standing straight up. A pole or yeah, that looks like a fence post to me. I don't see the fence, but it might be very hard to see. It may be thin wire. I don't know. I don't see anybody like they're crossing it. They're on one side or the other. However, I think there isn't a fence there anymore. Okay, so even this part of the person is a straight line. This is a straight line. This part of the person is a straight line, but down here, the leg is diagonal. This person's got a straight line for a leg and a diagonal for the other. This person's standing straight. This body is lying at a diagonal, or it appears to be a diagonal shot. Now, if you also look, you see that the curb is diagonal. So he's a horizontal line, curb is a horizontal line. I'm trying to find others that might be. Of course, the curve is broken up into, it goes past here, but it's a diagonal line. But let's look at all the verticals, and I wanted to point this out to you. These are probably trees back here, but we have some space, we have a building, but look at all the trees. The trees are straight lines, okay? And there's some over here, but then you'll notice that the branches in some are diagonal. Here's a little one that's diagonal. So you see all of that. And then below the sky, when you look at it with all this, without all this on it, is a row of buildings. That is also a line. So again, you got vertical. This guy is vertical. This person's vertical, but part of the leg is diagonal. So just go on the scavenger hunt, and you might be surprised what all you see. So these are all consisting of lines. This is the one part I found very interesting because you math majors out there might know this. This is a 90-degree angle, and she's got her hand out like that. And if you look at her face, she's very much, it's like she's saying, why? Why? She's holding, it's hard because I've got all the lines here, but she's holding her arm straight out. Now, I don't know if she's trying to get assistance from this lady or not, but that this man he's got a diagonal arm. Hers goes out diagonally, but some people just have their arms by their sides. Hers is slightly bent. Both of her arms, neither one is doing the same thing, and even her legs are bent diagonally. So we have lots and lots and lots of lines. Lines in the background, lines in the foreground, and we need to put this, what we just saw here, in a paragraph. So let's do that. If I were writing a paragraph on lines, I have to have 3 paragraphs, okay? If I were to write one on lines after I very carefully went over that picture, and I don't doubt that some of you caught some that I missed, but you want to be as specific and you want to be as detailed as possible. It says this photograph consists of many vertical lines. The majority of these lines are made up of people standing upright along with fence posts and barren trees, meaning there aren't any leaves on them. So you can really get a good glimpse of the trunk and the branches. The latter contain diagonal lines. So I'm saying that the branches on the tree have they're hanging diagonally. However, even the legs of the people captured in the act of walking are both vertical and diagonal, depending on whether they are stationary or mobile. Some of their arms are bent diagonally, some are straight down to their sides, and some form angles like the girl kneeling in the center foreground of the picture. Her legs form diagonal patterns. The left arm is held out straight, and her right arm is held at a 90-degree angle as her mouth seems to question why. Behind the panicked girl in the picture, the curb forms a diagonal line separating the young man lying dead on the concrete from the grass where people can only look on and gaze. Now, I didn't really have to put this in. I could have just said girl. I'm trying to be very objective. But this is what I saw in lines, and I explained I can't just say it mostly has vertical lines. No, I can't do that. I've got to explain the lines in there. So if lines is one that you're choosing for your observations, go over it. You don't have to do what I did, but just look at it carefully and just jot down on a piece of paper all of the lines. Are they diagonal? Are they horizontal? Are they vertical? Do that and then write a paragraph from it. So that's our session on lines.